guys, what's up? I'm Scott, this is Steve, and we're here for another round of our series of making a piece of junk guitar sound good.
That's right. If you missed part one of this series, we replaced the potentiometers, which controls the volume and the tone, in this cheap Chinese, I guess you call it a Telecaster knockoff.
Bit of a knockoff, yeah.
Some kind of hybrid because it's got F-holes.
Semi-hollow body.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. And bad thing.
Yeah. But it sounded better. We actually played a gig with it. Scott played one song with it at a gig last week, and it was sounding way better than it did before.
Yeah, it sounded actually pretty decent. Like it didn't sound as good as all the other guitars I played, but it sounded okay.
You wouldn't know
it sounded way better than it did before, that's for sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Hey, you should tell them what gig we played.
Oh yeah. It was for my 41st birthday party.
Yeah. You tell them about the smoke machine?
I'm getting to it. Oh. Okay, so last year we got a smoke machine, and this has actually been my dream for years. I wanted a smoke machine, make it all smoky and nice, like set the mood, the ambiance. Last year, it was outside, it was windy, so there wasn't really any smoke at all. This year, Steve pulled through. But I gotta be honest, Steve, it was a little bit much. It probably wasn't necessary to have 4 smoke machines inside with no wind.
Well, we needed smoke though.
Yeah, but I couldn't even see my hand. I couldn't even see where I was putting my hands.
You don't need to see your hands. You can feel the frets. They're too high.
Yeah, but it hurt. They cut into my skin a little bit. They're too rough. And that brings me to our next point. We need to fix those frets. We need to make them nice and smooth and sand them down. And we need to also... Actually, that was it. Just smoothing the frets. That's what we're doing in this video. Isn't that right, Steve? Is that right, actually?
Yeah. We're going to smooth the frets because if you like playing grunge style music, generally you don't need high frets, or you don't want high frets.
You don't want it.
Because it's just going to hurt your fingers.
You don't feel uncomfortable.
You don't need to move your fingers around a whole lot because you're not going to be shredding. No. I can't believe you thought there was too much smoke this year. Yeah. Last year's not enough.
Just a little bit too much.
The year before
I appreciate the thought. Like it was, you definitely...
There is no perfect amount of smoke.
Well, the perfect amount would be like an amount that you could stand in the audience and still see the band. So, first thing we got to do, if we're going to be working on these frets, we got to take off the strings. So we're going to start by loosening up the string. That wrong way. This is the right way.
Actually,
loosen it.
You know what, Scott? Let's here. Let's I'll give you these. This will be way faster. We'll just cut them right there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
So we just give it a cut.
Yeah, totally.
That was hard.
Those things might be a little dull because I lent them to Floyd. Yeah. I should know better than to loan my tools to Floyd. But.
Oh, there we go. And then next one. And then the last one. Done.
Yeah.
Now we have perfect access to these frets. Just gotta move these out of the way. Gotta get those all. Maybe that side would be better. No. You know what? We're gonna have to just do this anyway. Actually, Steve, why do we waste a whole perfect set of strings?
Well, it never hurts to restring a guitar.
I gotta pay for these strings. I gotta buy these strings.
Wow. That's the way it goes.
I gotta buy these strings. Yeah, so here we are. Perfectly removed strings. And now we have access to these very sharp and painful frets. And you actually don't have to cut the strings like we did, because those were actually a perfectly good and usable pair of strings, and I have to buy the strings, and I don't have a lot of money right now, so...
Why don't you use the Kiss air guitar strings you bought that one time?
it's no big deal, but like I'm paying off 4 credit cards with 1 credit card. So
You just won a whole bunch of Battle of the Bands money. Well, no, actually, never mind. You're saving that Battle of the Bands money. Yeah.
that's anyway. Never mind. Can we cut that? These frets. Well, you don't see the blood now, but it hurts a lot. These are very sharp. These are not good frets. If you feel them, oh my goodness! Look at nobody sanded these things down. What we need to do is give them a nice little filing, so they're nice and rounded, like the top tier level instruments. So what we have right here, this is a grinder. And this is gonna be the tool that we use to just make them all silky smooth. Let me show you how it's done.
That battery should give you about an hour of power right now.
Just gotta put it right down here. Get it going. And then let's start, you gotta be real gentle. That's it,
Look at the neck!
That's good. We got this.
What did you do to the neck?
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah.
That's good.
That won't matter.
Here we go.
I'll hang on to the guitar on this
Yeah,
side.
you hang on that side. Okay. Got it.
I can really feel it in my hand. Okay, it's I got it braced real hard here. It's vibrating in my hand real bad. So like I don't know. Just try again.
We can do this.
Yeah.
It's okay so far. We got it. This is good so far.
Yeah, well, that's how Terry does it.
Yep.
He said he just grinds them down.
He just grinds it down.
Let's
So let's just do it.
Keep at it.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yep. Good. Oh, look at that. That's good. Sounds good. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Well, besides this part. That's okay. We'll just fill that in. This is normal. You just have to fill it in. This is normal. You just fill it in. You know, fill in the wood with wood filler. It's totally. Yep. That's how our guitar tech does it, and this is how we do it.
That's probably gonna cut your fingers a little more than the other ones did.
No, it's probably silky smooth. Look at that. Oh, it feels good. That feels good. Well, not this part, actually. This part's a bit rough still. This part, yeah, that's a bit rough still. We're gonna have to do another round. So, as you can see, it's a lot more rounded off on the corners, and that's what we want. Ouch. There's a couple little rough spots that I need to go back with a little fine grit sandpaper to get the perfect grind. But overall, this is much nicer. You know, I can play this all day if I wanted to.
Yeah, like I mean, at least whatever. Like the great one didn't really play the greatest guitars. You can play that guitar. You can play any guitar.
Yeah, this is gonna be probably world class. It just needs a little bit of sandpaper, you know, to get the rough edges out, because the majority of the job is done. Ouch.
I mean, I'll take my file to it, but grinder should have done that for us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it did. It did its job, and it did a good job. So that's how you do it. I mean, maybe it would be better if you had a little more grinder experience than I do. I don't have a lot of grinder experience. I'm more of a guitar player than a guitar grinder, if you will. But I did this. If I can do it, you can do it. Does that make sense?
He's got you there.
Yeah. So that, in conclusion, that's how you make a really beautiful fretboard out of, not a very good instrument to begin with. If you're starting from a Chinese guitar or a guitar of lesser value, you're going to want to take our tips and tricks into your heart.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, the guitar couldn't have got much worse.
Nope, it's definitely...
So it's definitely better now.
And I can imagine now playing these strings. Just listen. That's how it could sound in your own living room.